Interestingly enough, welcome to Muslim Apologetics Australia. Interestingly enough, Fadi writes back and he says, you are dumb, and he says, Muslims who claim that he is a descendant of Abraham, yet your man-made book, Quran 29:27, clearly state that the prophethood is through the lineage of Isaac and Jacob. Even if you an ignorant like you can't read. So he says that we're ignorant and we can't read. He says, you are correct in stating that Muhammad is not qualified in the Quran. I mean, I never said that. Again, adding words to my mouth. So basically he's saying that Quran 29:27 clearly states that prophethood is through the lineage of Isaac and Jacob. And here is the translation, everyone. I've posted it here. It says, let me quote, we gave to him Isaac and Jacob and placed in his descendants prophethood and scripture, and we gave him his reward in this world, and indeed he is in the hereafter among the righteous. All Allah here is saying is he placed prophets among the descendants of Isaac and Jacob. So basically we are told his lineage has prophets. The verse does not say it's the only lineage of where prophets are placed. Until Fadi can show this explicitly from the Quran, he has no argument at all. He will instead just dance around it. So, let's conclude, folks. The verse that Al-Fadi presented, nowhere does it say it is the only place where prophets were sent through the lineage of Jacob and Isaac. Rather, the Quran just mentions that prophets were placed in that lineage. Period. That's it. And nowhere in that verse does it say that it is the only place prophets were put through. At all. Nowhere does it mention that. So if Allah said that he placed prophets in the lineage of a certain group of people, does that automatically mean he didn't place them anywhere else? No. The Quran doesn't say that anyhow. So how did you conclude that? This is what we call Christian missionary poor reading skills. So of course after that, Al-Fadi goes into hiding and he doesn't want to comment no further. Typical, isn't it? And so what other verses does Ismail mentioned as a prophet? In Surah Maryam 54, it says, also mentioned in the book story of Ismael, he was strictly true to what he promised, and he was a messenger and a prophet. Thus, the lineage of Isaac and Jacob is not the only place where Allah put prophets. It was also in the lineage of Ismail, where he was also gifted prophets. And through the lineage of Ismail came the Prophet Muhammad. So, Ibrahim's lineage of prophethood included both Jacob and Isaac's side, and it also included his lineage through the lineage of Ismail, which includes the Prophet Muhammad to come from the lineage of Ismail. Therefore, the Christian missionary conveniently tried to cherry pick, distort, manipulate a particular verse, yet ignore the rest of the context of the Quran. He deliberately lied, manipulated Sureh Al-Ankaboot, which again says, and we gave Abraham, Isaac and Jacob and ordained among his progeny prophethood. So here, nowhere does it say that it is the only lineage where prophethood was ordained. It just says that that particular lineage had prophethood ordained for it. It doesn't say that no other lineage besides this one has prophethood. So the Christian clearly manipulated Surah Al-Ankaboot.